Our first look at Star Trek Prodigy, the next upcoming series from the Star Trek universe, is finally here. So let's dive in and take a look. Hey everyone, my name's Captain Jack and welcome back to Trek Central. Today we're taking a look at Star Trek Prodigy. This is of course the next animated series in the grand Star Trek universe lineup. We've already got Lower Decks, Star Trek Discovery, Strange New Worlds and Picard all currently in various stages of production as well, but finally we got an update on Prodigy today, or actually yesterday during a ViacomCBS Investor Day live broadcast. We've also got some updates on Section 31 and other aspects of the Trek universe, but we'll be covering that in another video. Today, as you can tell by the title and the intro, we kind of want to take a look at Prodigy, as this is a series that's kept our attention for some time now. Not only do we have Mulgrew back as Captain Kathryn Janeway, or maybe Admiral Kathryn Janeway, we don't know, we also have this brand new crew and a different style of the Star Trek series. So let's dive in and take a look. Before we do that, however, if you are new around here and this is your first time watching the Trek Central channel, hello, but also hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from myself and the team here at Trek Central. We're covering all the latest Star Trek news on our social medias, which you can find links to down below in the video description, as well as via our brand new updated website, again link in the video description. Hit that subscribe button to never miss a video. Right, let's make it so. Yesterday was a ViacomCBS Investor Day live broadcast, and luckily we have our first look at the upcoming Star Trek Prodigy. Now we know this series is also going to see the return of Mulgrew as Captain Kathryn Janeway, or like I said, Admiral Kathryn Janeway. We don't really know what her character is going to be doing just yet. Either way though, it's great to have Mulgrew back on our screens as Janeway once again, a really pivotal and iconic character in the Star Trek universe, and Captain as well. Now of course this was an Investors Day, therefore there is some technical details to quickly cover on why we've actually got this latest news. Star Trek previously has been home on CBS All Access, while now thanks to a merger between Viacom and CBS which brings Paramount into the fold, CBS All Access is being rebranded to Paramount Plus. Some original naming, but it does mean all of Star Trek is now transferring over to Paramount Plus, i.e. CBS All Access is becoming this new service. So basically it's going to be the home of the Star Trek movies and all that stuff and the new shows as well. So Prodigy will also debut on the new streaming service Paramount Plus with an initial 10 episode run. Now it'll make its move to network television on the Nickelodeon channel later as well. Now Prodigy is of course from Kevin and Dan Hageman, who've made Troll Hunters. The series is kind of about 6 young outcasts who know nothing about the ship they have commandeered, a first in the history of the Star Trek franchise. Now over the course of the series, their adventures together, they will be introduced to a Starfleet and the ideals it represents. We do have our first look at the Prodigy art style through the 6 outcast characters. We've got the one that looks a little bit like a cyborg robot, the one we've compared to a Talaxian, aka Neelix. We've then got the normal one in the middle. I don't really know how to describe these characters. We've got the blue one as well. I hate saying blue one. The one that looks like a techie almost. Again, these are my basic descriptions of these characters. Make it up as you go along. We've kind of compared that on may have trail backgrounds. We've then got the ice sort of blob thing, and then we've got the giant rock, I guess you could call it, or rock man. It just gives me that Fantastic Four vibes. Obviously, you can all come up with nicknames for these characters by yourself. I'm not quite sure how we're going to name them just yet. There are some funny names going around in our team group chat for TC. I'm not going to share those. But if you've got any names for these guys, you want to name them down below, let us know what you think. And obviously, let us know what you think of these characters as well. This is our first big look at Star Trek Prodigy. Right, some more details about the show. Now, of course, this means Prodigy will follow Lower Decks, Picard, Discovery, and Strange New Worlds under the streaming service. All of these are currently in production. Now, Alex Kurtzman, who's kind of the head honcho of the Star Trek universe currently, did speak to Variety about what they're aiming to do. He said the following: "We're aiming to have our shows feel unique and different from each other. We want to give everybody a reason to watch each show." While the show will connect to the wider Star Trek universe, Alex Kurtzman has assured fans that you don't need to have seen any other incarnations of Trek to enjoy Star Trek Prodigy. There's a lot of fun, but our goal is not to make it so insular that you haven't seen a show, you're lost, or when you want to watch another show. Realistically, this is a good idea. Star Trek Prodigy is by Nickelodeon, therefore it's aimed at a kids audience. The idea is this is allowing another audience which previously haven't been exposed to Star Trek to now access the wealth and rich universe of Trek. Think about it, if you've got, a brother or sister or even a child yourself, you can now get them into Star Trek via this show. It's specifically aimed to their genre in a way and that audience subsect. Where we've got mature dramas like Picard aimed at older adult viewers, and of course we've got Lower Decks which is sort of a teen drama, we now have Prodigy which is going to be a kids sort of comedy show in a way, which is very interesting. It means you can get another age group into the Star Trek universe, something which is really well done and comes back to what Alex Kurtzman and many others refer to as, each show has got something unique to offer. You've got Discovery, which is the action-packed one, you've got Strange New Worlds, would be more that sort of classical Trek in a way, and of course we have, Picard, which is the adult drama, and Lower Decks, the teen sort of comedy in a way. Now we've got Prodigy to offer to children as well, which is really cool. Now ViacomCBS did do a press release to go alongside this latest news. Alex Kurtzman, alongside Executive Vice President and Head of Programming, Julia McNamara, and President of Nickelodeon Animation, Ramsey Nieto, they went into more details on the third animated entry into the Star Trek franchise. A couple of details I'll go through you right now. They say, in 3 years, we've expanded the Star Trek universe to new heights, creating 5 original series, each with its own unique storytelling and distinct cinematic feel. We're excited to partner with Dan and Kevin Hageman and the team at Nickelodeon for Star Trek Prodigy, as we bring to a new generation of younger fans with an animated series as rich in character and scope as our live-action shows. I'm thrilled audiences of all ages now have instant access to the full Trek library, classic and new original series on our new home at Paramount+. That's what Mr. Alex Kurtzman had to say. Obviously, a lot of this is down to them promoting Paramount+, that is the next big thing for ViacomCBS, so it makes sense you get the typical PR stuff of, oh, we're excited for it to be on the home thing. Nevertheless though, having a new streaming service which is going to roll out internationally is really cool, and we'll cover this in new videos soon on what this means for the future home of Star Trek for international fans, particularly those of us like ourselves here who have to access it via Amazon Prime or Netflix or various other places. Now of course, Paramount Plus is rolling out on March 4th, which is really cool, but it's not rolling out everywhere in the world just yet, meaning if you're like myself and in the United Kingdom, you've still got to use Amazon Prime or Netflix to access your specific shows. Whether this will change by the end of the year, we do not know currently as of yet, but likely if we compare it with Disney Plus, it's going to be a staggered rollout, and we'll see Paramount Plus getting to our screens very soon. Julia McNamara went on to say, when Star Trek Discovery first premiered, we knew we had the beginning of something special. Over 3 years later, we are thrilled that Paramount Plus will serve as the streaming home of the Star Trek universe, with an unparalleled existing and expanding library of Trek content. The upcoming addition of Star Trek Prodigy to Paramount Plus means subscribers now have a Trek series for every member of the family, including kids. We are excited to bring this next chapter to a new generation of Trek fans, alongside the creative masterminds behind Secret Hideout and Nickelodeon, as well as the talented Kevin and Dan Hageman. Ramsey Nieto, the president of Nickelodeon Animation, basically went on to say the following. Debuting Prodigy on Paramount Plus alongside the complete Star Trek universe points to our strategy of growing Nickelodeon's reach by expanding our top franchises and diving deeper into their worlds, and their characters and stories. On top of having great characters and absolutely gorgeous animation, Prodigy shows how the ViacomCBS brands can come together to make something great, compelling content that appeals to both new audiences and long-time superfans. We're incredibly proud of this series, and we're looking forward to building its audience across the Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon platforms. Now we can expect to see Star Trek Prodigy later on in 2021, along with Star Trek Discovery Season 4 and Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2. This was confirmed by The Hollywood Reporter and Variety, so we're going to be seeing those shows later this year. For now though, I want you to tell me, what do you think of Star Trek Prodigy? Yes, this is a brand new Star Trek show aimed at kids, might I mind, and also looks vaguely and vastly different in a way. I'll be honest, when I first saw the image I was like, that's interesting, but I'm interested to see how this plays out in the terms of it being a part of the Star Trek universe. If they're discovering a Starfleet ship, they're joining forces with Kate Mulgrew's Kathryn Janeway, it's going to be exciting. Now of course, one thing to remember, this is a show aimed for a different age group. This is aimed for kids, whereas Lower Decks is aimed for teens, and Picard is aimed for adults, etc. It's kind of that buffet table of Star Trek again. This is going to be aimed at the younger kids. That's totally fine. Let's see how it goes. Who knows though? Some of us might find it interesting. I'm not a kid. You guys might not be kids watching this. You still might find it interesting, and therefore you can watch it, maybe with a younger brother or sister, or your own child. It's still really cool to have that aspect of the Star Trek universe now accessible to many others in a way. Do let us know what you think of Star Trek Prodigy's first look down below in the video comment section as per usual. This does wrap our video on the latest news as of today. We'll be covering Star Trek Discovery Season 4 and Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2 in a couple of upcoming videos and what we might expect from them. For now though, if you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on social media via the links below, visit our brand new overhauled website at trekcentric.net, and of course join our community Discord server to discuss more Trek stuff with us in person. That's it for me today on Trek Central. Thanks for watching, and we'll of course see you very soon. Live long and prosper, my friends.